So let's start with the first chapter, which is you are your own best healer. And let me tell you one thing: this is not only for habit developing, but also for all those who is struggling to improve their English, right? So we can, with this habit of book reading, we can improve our English as well, and remove our all other bad habits of procrastination, of non-consistency, etc., right? So yes, we will start with the how can be our best healer. So this is the first line. The scenario will likely feel familiar. You decide that today is the day you will change your life. You will start going to the gym, eat less processed food, take a break from social media, cut ties with the problematic acts. You are determined that this time these changes will stick. Later, maybe it's a few hours. Okay, wait, let's clean it off. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Okay, now where are we? Yeah, problematic acts. You are determined that this time these changes will stick. Later, maybe it's a few hours, maybe a few days, or even few weeks. Mental resistance enter. You start to feel physically unable to avoid sugary soda. You can't muster up the energy to go to the gym, and you feel compelled to send a certain ex a quick text message to check in. The mind start to scream at you with convincing stories to keep you in your familiar life with please, like you deserve a break. The body join the mind with feeling of exhaustion and heaviness. An overwhelming message becomes you cannot do this over my decade of. सो यहाँ पे पहली बात तो इसमें फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में ये बोला है कि हमारे साथ सब में होता है. जैसे कि मैंने आज ही खुद ही एक हैबिट आपको बताई है कि चलो बुक रीडिंग का पढ़ते हैं. आई डोंट नो कितने दिन तक ये चलेगी, बट सेम चीज़ इन्होंने बताया है कि हम कुछ ना कुछ डिसाइड करते हैं और बाद में 3-4 दिन बाद हमारा माइंड लग जाता है बोलने की यार कर लेते हैं ना, वहाँ चले जाते हैं ना, उसको मैसेज कर देते हैं. सो लेट्स डिसाइड हाउ कैन वी इम्प्रूव दिस, राइट? सो या over my decade of work as a researcher and clinic psychologist, stuck was the word most commonly used by my clients to describe the way they felt. मतलब हम भी कभी ना कभी स्टक, ऐसा लगता है कि कभी कहीं ना कहीं हम स्टक हुए पड़े हैं, राइट? हम एक मेंटल स्टेट में रहते कि हम ये नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, वो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, कहीं ना कहीं स्टक हुए हैं. Every client came to the therapy because they wanted to change. Some wanted to change things about themselves by creating habits, learning new behaviors, or finding way to stop disliking themselves. Others wanted to shift things outside themselves, like changing a problematic dynamic with a parent figure or a spouse or a colleague. Many wanted and needed to make both internal and external changes. I have treated wealthy people and people living in poverty, high-powered types, and those who have been incarcerated and shunned by traditional society. Unanimously, no matter their backgrounds, every client felt stuck in bad habits, damaging behaviors, predictable and problematic patterns, and it made them feel lonely, isolated, and hopeless. Almost all of them worried about how the stuckness was perceived by others and often obsessed about the many ways everyone in their lives perceived them. Most shared a deep-rooted belief that their consistent inability to sustain change reflected and evidence of deeper intrinsic damage or unworthiness, a description used by many. Often, my clients who were more self-aware could identify their problematic behavior and could even visualize a clear path to change. But few were able to take that first step from knowing to doing. The one who could see a way out expressed feeling of shame about their instinct habitual falling back into pattern of unwanted behavior. They felt ashamed that they knew better and still could not do better, which was why they had ended up in my office. So यहाँ पे क्या बोला गया है कि हम कभी ना कभी स्टक हमें फील होता है, और नो मैटर वट, यू आर रिच, यू आर पुअर, और जो कोई भी हो तुम, ठीक है, बट हमें ये होता है कि यार हम कहीं ना कहीं स्टक हुए पड़े हैं एंड नहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम सोल्यूशन हमें पता लग रहा है. तो इसी बीच में कुछ ऐसे लोग होते हैं कि उनको पैटर्न भी रिकग्नाइज हो जाता है कि हमारी लाइफ में ये चल रहा है, हम बार बार एक जैसे लोगों से मिल रहे हैं, एक जैसे एक जैसे हमारा रूटीन चल रहा है, हम बस स्क्रॉल करे जा रहे हैं और कुछ भी पोटेंशियल अपने पोटेंशियल के अकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर रहे हैं, बट स्टिल वी वेंट बैक टू दैट हैबिट, दैट पैटर्न जोन विदाउट गेटिंग द सोल्यूशन. एंड यही हम इसी सिचुएशन को हम स्टक बोलते हैं, क्योंकि जहाँ हमें पता भी होता है कि हमें सोल्यूशन चाहिए, स्टिल वी आर अनएबल टू फिगर आउट दैट व्हाट शुड वी डू टू गेट आउट ऑफ दैट सिचुएशन, राइट. सो इसीलिए मोस्ट ऑफ द यहाँ पे थेरेपी सेशन चल पड़े हैं, और 3-4 हज़ार के 10-10 हज़ार के वहाँ पे साइकोलॉजिस्ट ले रहे हैं. तो इट्स बेटर टू वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ ओनली टू स्पेंड मनी आउटर साइड, राइट. So that's it for now. We will continue with a better plan. I know there's a lot hodgepodge in this particular session, but we'll continue with this, and let's try to read more pages, right. With something new I will tell, because I have a doubt that YouTube may put this copyright on this particular because of the book, because I cannot not put maybe, right. Okay, so yeah, we will meet tomorrow with better plan. I will share my own where in my life I felt stuck. Okay, goodbye, good night, and yes, I will decide more plan. Okay, and stay with me. Okay, bye, good night.